Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be showing you how to build Tearazone, an alternate build I've made using the parts from the LEGO Creator set number 31379 Fierce Dinosaur. So, to start this one, I'd think it to be a fair enough suggestion to start with the chest. Why not? Start with like the torso. So, okay. So to start this one off, we're going to basically build up the. We're basically going to build up the torso in sections because of how the torso is built. So basically, we got some bright yellow pieces. We got some inverted curve pieces. We of course can add the dot piece, and then we can then add this piece here, and that's what we have here so far. Not looking too bad. We got this segment here, we attach it to there, this segment here, attach it to here. Then from here we can attach a red piece, then attach the mixel ball joint piece. Then from there we can add this piece, then this piece, then sandwich that piece into there. So we can then add one of these spiked tooth pieces and then mirror it for the other side. And there we have two little, we have like these sort of shoulder blade like segments done. You can then work on the head. So the head is going to be pretty simple. Take another one of these pieces, add a round piece there, attach the mixel socket joint there, then a mixel ball joint here, then add one of these solid neon orange like 2x2 pieces. Then for the face we can take one of these snap bricks, add a cheese wedge slope piece, then add one of these dot pieces, add it onto there in that orientation, add the green piece for the eye, add this clip piece here, and then clip this spike thing here, and then just mirror that for the other side of her face. And then we attach both sides onto here using these anti-stud connections. I will give you a warning. This here is technically an illegal building technique, basically because of these LEGO logos molded up here. They might scratch up against these dark red pieces. So with that, with that, between technically featuring a illegal building technique as well as how fragile the torso can be, between that and between those two things, I do recommend you build with caution. If you want to build this, build at your own risk. Basically what I'm saying. Alright, So with those segments done, we can now work on the next part of the torso, which we start by taking a brick, add a plate there, add a couple of these tiles here and there, then add this piece here, and then we attach this piece there. Alright, so we basically have that thing going on there. Up next, you can take this piece, add white piece there, add this piece here, then attach this onto this curved piece, and then attach this clip here, and then clip this small spike barb piece here. And then after that, we can basically attach these onto these segments, like so. And there you have that. After that, we can now work on another segment of the torso. We can start with the clip. So we can take this clip piece, attach a bar piece onto it, and then attach two more clip pieces, like so. Then after that you attach a 2x3 onto there. Then from there we attach two of these white pieces with the hollow studs. And then from there we take this 1x4 tile, add some teeth pieces, add them like this, like so. So the two larger ones are at the ends, and that these three smaller ones are towards the middle. After that, we can then attach two of these rounded 1x2s, and then after that we can attach the teeth segments and attach it to this assembly here by these in-between stud connections, so attaching these small tubes into these hollow studs, like so. And there you have that. And with that, we have another segment to work with. So basically, we're going to take a 2x3, we're going to tile this end up a bit, then add teeth, and then smooth that out with this curved piece, then stack two bright yellow pieces on top of one another and attach that to there. After that, you're going to take this double ball joint piece, attach it to there, then take a 1x2 red, attach it to there, take this clip piece, attach it to here in these understuds, anti-studs, then take this this inverted curve piece, add another bright yellow 1x2, and then just attach this here, like so. And with that, we can then clip this piece here to form the sort of mouth. And these two segments aren't really able to connect to each other, at least not until we add more segments. So take a segment like this, we take these three studs, attach them to these three anti-studs, like so. And then by connecting these in place, we can attach this segment here, and then attach that here, and then attach did I build this wrong? Yeah, then we attach this segment here like so. So basically this piece, then put that dark red piece here, and then attach this socket joint piece there. And then we just attach that onto there. And boom, we have the torso done. Unfortunately, the torso is a tad bit fragile in a couple areas. And you can try a couple methods on fixing that. You know, like basically attach this here, attach it there, and then do it like that, which can work. Like that. There you go. That one seems to work fine. So there we are. Here's the torso. There we go. Up next, we'll work on the arms. So for the arms, we'll start things off simple with a 2x4, then add a 1x1, then a mixel socket joint piece, and then a piece like this on top of that, rounded piece on top there. Then from here we can attach one of these Technic adaptable bricks, attach it to there. Then after that, we attach a burgundy 1x2 there, and then attach this mixel ball joint here. Attach another 1x2. And then what we do is we take this piece, attach this piece on this end like so, then attach this piece like so. Then after that, this is basically just going to line up like so, like that. Then to add some extra detailing, we're going to take one of these snap bricks, add a couple of large spikes, making sure they both curve upward like this. Add that onto this anti-stud. Then add tooth piece, followed by pink jumper, followed by 1x2. And then after that, take this piece, attach it onto there, and then take a couple of these pieces and basically attach them onto this piece to add a little bit of extra detailing. And then yeah, just mirror that for the other side. Now for the lower arms. So smooth that out a bit. Add one of these here, then add a 1x2 there. Then add one of these pieces onto there like so. Then clip another one of these onto there, followed by inserting one of these spike elements. So boom. After that, you can take one of these clip hand pieces, attach it onto there, and then smooth this out with one of these corner curve pieces, like quarter circle curve piece, like so. Then after that, we take this hinge, but don't like articulate it anyway. Make sure it's fully folded in, and then just attach it to the underside like so. Or before we do that, we attach a tile piece like that. Yeah, tile piece like that then Technic brick, then Technic pin, and then attach this so it lines up like so. Then after you have that done, you just mirror that. So there you have the arms. Then next up, the legs. Alright, so for the legs, we're going to take a couple of these, then take a couple of these wedge pieces, then attach one like so, then attach and then attach this up, and then attach this spot onto these two studs like so, and then just sandwich that in. After that, we take 1x2 followed by black articulated piece, and then attach a spike there, and then fold that into place, followed by a couple of curves to round things out. There you have and then just mirror that. After that, we attach this. We attach this one, which has like the ball joint attachment onto it. It's easy enough to replicate. And pop that ball joint on. Attach this piece. What we're going to do is we're going to attach this Technic piece here. Attach articulated piece there, followed by a spike pointing upward like that. Then after that, we take 1x2, attach it there, and we take this. So here's the two hinge pieces. Make sure you attach it like so that the studs are facing the same way when fully splayed out. Then we attach the brown portion onto these yellow studs. And after that, we attach one of these round gray pieces. Then let's see. After that, we take a 1x2 red piece, attach it there, take a corner piece, attach it like so. Then from here, we take this piece, layer it on top of that like so. Then add this orange piece like there. Add this corner dome piece, add it like so. So that makes like a sort of circle thing. Then smooth this out by adding a dark red piece as well as one of these pieces, like so. Add another curve piece. And then step back as I realize I did something wrong. Okay, it's easy fix. Basically, after attaching these pieces, what I should have done was attach another 2x4 and then add this assembly on top of that. That's what I did wrong. So then after that, take this tooth piece, add it onto these anti-studs under here, like so. Then a singular tooth piece, add onto this anti-stud like so. And they have the lower leg done, so we can mirror it for the other side. And then lastly, but not leastly, the feet. So we take this orange piece, add it to like what's going to be the heel. Take this piece, add it there. Curve piece, couple of these sloped curve piece, and then lastly we're going to take a 2x4 and then add that to the bottom like so. And with that, here we have the legs done. We mirror it for the other side. And with that, we're on to a final assembly. So we can go ahead and pop the legs on. Pop the legs on. And then pop the arms in. Pop the arm. There we go. And with that, here we have Tearazone fully built up and ready to go. So yeah, before I wrap this up, I do like to mention that this build in particular has some issues. Like, obviously like the app crunch thing is incredibly loose, which I'm sure if you have like some tighter hinge pieces to work with, it would be a bit better. I just don't seem to have that. The torso is also notably easy to come off. Like the torso can come apart a little too easily. It can come off easily if not careful. Same goes for the feet. And then the head technically uses an illegal building technique, unfortunately. But aside from those small like little grievances, aside from those little small grievances, I'm actually very pleased with how this turned out. Now, something I did forget to put in the last video, which I usually do this in these videos anyway, was showing the parts. Showing the parts left over from like putting together the alternate build. So you can see here, basically, just things I really couldn't find a place for in this alternate build, like a base piece and like some plant stuff, obviously like the eggs, some rounded pieces, some bricks, that huge like rounded piece. Like the laser, I could basically just pop in there as an effect piece. Some extra little spikes, some snots, some like pink pieces, some white. Basically some like weird like leftovers from building this, because the thing about alternate builds is that you don't need to use all the parts from the set. If an alternate build is able to use every single piece from the set, a lot of the if it works, it works, but a lot of the time it can muddy the design. It could muddy the design if not careful. If not planned ahead correct or that well or anything like that. And something I did forget to mention in that previous video was something I've failed to mention in my video where I was showcasing this alternate build. So I remember design. So for those who know like about like Gamazone and Ditrusion is that those two have sort of alternate modes because they're kind of Transformers, but really not. But they kind of had like alternate modes because I was originally like going for because I originally like made them with alternate gave them sort of these weird alternate modes to kind of add more functionality to them. But in Terrazone's case, I in fact didn't design this character with any alt modes in mind. And and yeah, like for Ditrusion and Gamazone, if like it's like a fun little bonus thing, but it's really more but my focus was really more so on like the character and like what kind of and the silhouette and stuff like that. And and yeah, like and yeah, like I'm sure adding like an alt mode is like a fun challenge to do. That wasn't like my like wasn't like my like main priority when it came to like these characters. But in terms of can Terrazone transform, I'd say not. Yeah, mostly because I didn't design her with that in mind. But if someone is able to come up with like a sort of fan mode thing for Terrazone to have like some kind of weird little alt mode, then I wouldn't be against that. I just wanted to get that off my chest because like this group of characters I've made is less so about making them Transformers and more so about about just making some fascinating robotic designs. And in the case for Terrazone, like could be a could be in this variation like as it is as she is like she could be improved. The design could be improved, but I am overall very happy with how this design came out. Gives like a really nice silhouette. It looks great. And I'm gonna yeah. In this case, I'm just gonna bring these two in because I still have them here. And of course, yeah, she looks great with the other two. It looks great with the other two in place. But compared, just like fun things like that. But let's see if let's try let's at least give an attempt in making a little bit of a something. Why not? So let's say we flip these out. Flip these out. Up, that's the torso. That's supposed to come out. And yeah, a bit fragile. Yeah, I'm really not seeing a way to do that with how I designed it, unfortunately. But honestly, I'm okay with that. Because yeah, Tearazone don't need to transform to be totally ripped and awesome. Alright, and so with that, I feel like I'm gonna uh, end it. I'm gonna wrap things up here. If you enjoyed this video, consider to like and subscribe and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.